It usually starts quietly. There's no clear moment when you stop being a kid. It just fades. You notice the tired eyes of someone you love, and something inside you decides that if you can hold everything together, maybe things won't fall apart. You don't say it out loud, but you start living by it. That's the moment childhood begins to slip away. At first, you try to make people laugh, keep the peace, calm the room. It looks mature from the outside. People call you so responsible, so grown up. But no one asks what it costs a child to earn those compliments. What's really happening is something psychologists call parentification. It's when the roles switch. The child starts taking care of the adults. Maybe you listened to problems you were too young to hear. Maybe you made sure everyone else was okay before you ever asked for anything yourself. You learn early that love is something you buy with effort. That kind of growing up leaves marks. Your body learns to stay alert, always ready to fix things. This constant alertness has a name too: hypervigilance. It means your mind never really relaxes. You read faces, tone, silence. You guess what people need before they speak. It keeps you safe for a while, but it also keeps you tired. When a child spends years like that, they don't just mature, they adapt. They stop showing emotion because it feels dangerous. They start performing calm even when they're scared. And by the time they reach adulthood, that performance feels like their personality. You might know that person now, the one who never asks for help, who says, "I'm fine," while carrying everything, the one who takes care of everyone but feels strangely alone. They're reliable, successful, and quietly exhausted. That's what happens when survival becomes identity. In adulthood, it shows up in subtle ways. You might feel uneasy in calm situations. Peace feels too quiet, like something's missing. You might work until you drop because slowing down makes you anxious. You might feel unworthy of love unless you're proving your value. None of that means you're broken. It means your nervous system got used to chaos and now confuses calm with danger. It's hard to see this pattern until something cracks it open. A breakup, burnout, or a moment of simple exhaustion when you realize you can't keep holding everyone together. That's when awareness starts. It's not a dramatic event. It's the small voice that says, "Maybe I don't have to live like this." Understanding what happened is the first step. Children take on those roles for one reason: attachment. Every child needs connection more than anything. When love feels uncertain, the child gives up parts of themselves to keep it. It's not weakness, it's survival instinct. You gave up being spontaneous, messy, loud, or needy, all the normal things kids are, so that love would stay. But what saved you then holds you back now. That old rule, if I don't hold things together, everything will fall apart, still runs your life even when you're safe. It's why rest feels wrong. It's why success never feels like enough. It's why you say yes when you mean no. Healing begins when you notice the rule and question it. You start to ask simple but scary questions like, what did I need back then that I never got? The answers are usually basic. Someone to say it wasn't your fault, someone to ask how you were doing, permission to play, to rest, to cry. You start giving those things to yourself now. That's not self-indulgence, it's repair. When you meet those needs as an adult, your body learns a new normal. The alarm that once ran non-stop begins to settle. Stillness stops feeling like danger. You stop confusing anxiety with intuition. You stop performing strength and start living truth. In therapy or quiet reflection, people often describe this healing as meeting their inner child. It's not magic or fantasy. It's memory, finally finding a voice. You picture that younger version of yourself, the one who carried too much, and instead of ignoring them, you listen. You let them be seen. You tell them what no one else said. You didn't deserve that. You were just a kid. Sometimes grief follows. You cry for birthdays no one celebrated, for times you were praised when you should have been protected. That grief isn't a setback, it's progress. It means your heart is working again. Frozen feelings don't melt quietly. They leave slowly in waves, and each wave makes more space for peace. Healing doesn't mean you forget your old habits. They still show up. The urge to fix, the fear of saying no, the guilt after resting. But now you recognize them. Awareness gives you choice, and choice is freedom. You can thank those habits for keeping you safe and still decide to live differently. Over time, you notice changes. You stop choosing relationships where you have to earn love. You stop apologizing for crying. You let people see you as human instead of perfect. You find work that doesn't drain you. You learn to rest without explaining why. And for the first time, quiet feels peaceful, not empty. From a psychological point of view, this is called integration. The moment when the adult and the child in you start working together instead of against each other. The adult brings wisdom. The child brings feeling. Together they build a life that feels whole. It's not quick. Some days you'll feel like you're back at the beginning. That's okay. Healing isn't a straight line. It's a slow return to safety. Each time you rest without guilt, speak honestly, or let someone comfort you, you teach your body that the past is over. Eventually, you reach a kind of peace that feels unfamiliar but right. You wake up without scanning for danger. You can sit in silence without wanting to escape it. You can love without fear that love will vanish if you stop performing. That's when you know the pattern is finally losing power. The child who grew up too fast never truly disappeared. They were waiting for the adult you to show up. Not the performer, not the caretaker, but the real you. And now you can say to that younger self, you did enough. You can rest. This is what maturity really looks like. Not being strong all the time, but being honest about when you're tired. Not fixing everyone else, but taking care of yourself too. Not chasing love, but allowing it. You can still be responsible, kind, and capable, just without carrying the world on your shoulders. You can build a life where softness and strength live together. That's what growing up the right way finally means. Not through fear, not through pressure, but through truth, choice, and peace. And maybe for the first time, you're not holding everything together. You're simply living.